hate how I look. But we're live, and this is so exciting. So, I'm actually doing my little daily ritual, which is I always light a candle, and I'm not doing this for the video. I always light a candle in the morning. Every morning I light a candle and I sit here, and it's basically the ass crack of dawn, like 5-something a.m. This is my favorite time of the day. It is like right when the sun is coming up. I mean, literally, as we speak, I see the sun coming out. It's just getting light, and baby is sleeping. This is probably her like deepest sleep, so I can do a live stream at this time. And it's also just my favorite time of the day because and this is in Jerusalem, so it's like really early morning in Jerusalem right now. For most of you guys that would be watching in the US, it would be like in the evening, so it's like it would probably be like around 8 p.m., something like that. For a lot of you guys, it would be like 8 p.m. Just getting, just chilling for the evening, getting ready to go to bed or whatever. I mean, 8 p.m. is a little early, but I've been going to bed that early. I've been going to bed really early lately, just because it works that way. It works with the baby schedule that way. Honestly, having a baby changes so much. Like, whoa. Like, I mean, people talk about this, but I feel like they don't talk about it enough. How having a baby changes so much. I feel like a completely different person since before having a baby versus after having a baby. I feel like a totally different person. I feel like everything is different. Like, what I care about is different, what I like is different, and like my biology is different. Like, I have like this weird click in my hips that's not going away. I probably have to see like a physical therapy person. But I probably just have to do more yoga. Yoga really helps. So usually I light a candle. I make myself this like turmeric drink. It's got turmeric and matcha and cinnamon and black pepper. I don't know if you can tell. You can't tell. I'm gonna fill it up. But so I make myself this turmeric drink and then I do yoga. That's like every day. Every morning I do this. And if the baby's up, I'll put the baby on the mat with me and the baby will do yoga with me. I never avoid a yoga day. I never miss a yoga day. That's how it is. I never miss a yoga day. Especially as more time goes on, the baby sleeps longer, I'm able to do yoga longer. Yeah, so it's my favorite time of the day, and it's got even better because I get to share it with my live stream, even though at the moment nobody's watching. Not that I could see on my screen, no one's watching, but but it doesn't matter, if you make content, you want to be doing it right energetically. You should not care if anyone's watching. You should like enjoy sharing so much that it doesn't matter. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, like if you want something, why would you like not want it, right? Like if you're like doing something for the purpose of people seeing it, then why would you not care if no one sees it? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy, right? But that's like with everything in life. If you want something, you have to be willing to play this dance. Part of not wanting it is wanting it. You want to be wealthy, let's say. You want to be wealthy because I talk about being wealthy a lot. You want to be wealthy. Part of growing the wealth is being okay with, part of manifesting this wealth that you're envisioning is learning to accept and enjoy and be okay with the wealth that you have right now, and being okay with the present moment and accepting and enjoying it and actually even feeling as if you already have it, right? And so there's two things happening there. There's like a detachment from that future version of you where like I'm okay with not having that future version of me. I'm okay with being right here. I accept myself and my life, my situation right here. And the other part of it is manifesting that I believe that I can be in that future version of myself. In fact, the timelines are merged. I have it right here. I'm already there. I'm already there. And that's already here. It's all the same. So because I envision it, because I want it so badly, you don't want something so badly that's not meant for you. If you want something so badly, it is meant for you. If truly in your soul you want something, you're gonna get it. That's just the way life works. And if you don't believe that, then maybe you don't really want it. You know what I mean? If you really want something in your soul, you're gonna have it. You really will. It just, God, source, universe, like whatever you believe, like doesn't put things in your mind that become like things that you really, really want unless it's meant for you, Hey, I just saw a comment. Oh, man. I saw your comment. Was that Patrick? I saw your comment and then it like disappeared like a fairy. It just like came in and disappeared like a fairy. But I hope you're having a great evening, and so cool. So so just like with content creation, this is how it was like many years ago when I do these live streams. What's up, Jim? Yeah, very cool. So years ago, it was the same thing. Actually, I did really well with these live streams. I did so well with my live streams, by the way, years ago when I first started doing these live streams. I had 1,000 subscribers. Actually, I worked my way up to 1,000 subscribers. So I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. I had a couple hundred subscribers when I started doing the live streams. Holidays. Ooh, Jim's enjoying the holidays. Nice. Soon. Yeah. That's really exciting. It's November already. Wow. So I had like barely any subscribers. I had these really shitty live streams, like it just bad quality. I didn't even know how to turn on this camera. It's really bad quality, and I mean, I'm not wearing makeup. I feel really self-conscious. I don't like the way this looks at all. But back then, I was even more self-conscious, and I didn't know how to talk to a camera, and part of live streaming was to gain practice. I really didn't have any intention of anyone watching my videos, even though I wanted it, but I was completely okay with not having it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what caused those live streams to be so successful. I made money so quickly from that. I got the attention of I remember Eric Bolling, which is like a major Fox News anchor. He's a major Fox News personality. Eric Bolling interviewed me on his show as the host of Pardes Live. And I was like, whoa, how does he know what Pardes Live is? It was just like my little live stream that I did from my little room, I just remember that. It was so cool. It was so cool to be something that was so personal and like that I didn't care about. By the way, Jim, I totally agree with you. Um, I do love this time of the year also for that reason. It's just like darker, cozy, you know? It's really nice. It's a really nice time of the year. The winter. I never used to like the winter, but now I love the winter because I didn't used to like the winter because winter in, well, it depends on the time of my life, but when I was in DC, I didn't like the winter because it was a lonely time of year and it was the holidays and it was cold and dark and I was by myself and I was very, very lonely. And yeah. Patrick, I did not watch Stranger Things, but I will watch it if you think I should. I haven't watched anything for a while now. I haven't watched anything in the past like 5 months because I had a baby and yeah, I had a baby and I didn't watch anything because I'm more focused on the baby. And then when I do have time, like right now, it's actually so beautiful. It's this beautiful experience because when you have a baby or anything that like requires a lot of your focus, time, responsibility, whatever, like I feel like it forces you to like prioritize. And so now I won't, I mean, if unless it's something that is like so important for me to watch, like I wouldn't even consider watching something in my spare time that's just like a waste of time or that feels like that isn't like my top priority if I have other things to do, like like doing this live stream. I miss these live streams so much. So it just feels really good to do it. Oh my god, the light is coming in and I'm like seeing my face now and I really, really feel self-conscious. But I committed to doing it, so I'm just gonna go ahead with it. So, and then also like my white hairs. And I went to this like hairstylist person who's like has this like formula for like natural like hair dye or whatever, because I never had dyed my hair before and I was like really nervous to like put chemicals in my hair, and so he had this like natural hair dye formula and he put it on my hair, and the thing is I feel like it already is like gone. It's like already back to being white and it's just this little patch over here, you know, and it's just, I don't like that. What is that? It's like horns. Like this is am I like the Jewish trope now, you know? I'm Jewish, so I can say that. Yeah, anyways. Very, very... What's that? What is that? Okay. So... That's what becoming, I think, a parent does for a lot of people, and I really think that I didn't appreciate how different I was before I became a parent compared to people that are parents already. Like being a parent really changes people. I think for the better, honestly, because every person that I've met became so much more powerful after they became a parent. Especially women, because women are very, very connected to the process. You know what I mean? Like, as a man, it's a choice whether becoming a parent changes you, because it's not just a choice, it's also like life circumstances. Like you're not always connected to what happens after you're a parent, you know, like because it doesn't jolt you awake from your body, you know, like because you're not like having the baby unless you are energetically really, really connected to your partner who's having the baby from beginning to end. But as a woman, it's like it's your body, so like it jolts you awake no matter what. Like no matter what happens, you can't like just not wake up because the baby's sleeping. I mean, the baby's awake. and needs to feed. You can't like ignore things. So you just kind of have to wake up. I'm speaking figuratively, but also literally. You have to wake up when you become a parent. As a woman, as a man, I think a lot of that is like, it, for some people, it feels like they have to wake up, and for some people, it's like more of a choice. Like that's something that they can wake up, but they don't have to wake up to. So I think it changes women for sure more. Hold on a second. All right, I think this is ready for some milk. Oh, maybe I'll put some more honey. So I usually, this is my turmeric drink. I put milk, honey. I really, really don't like the way I look. Could I like go and change my hair and makeup? But then it's gonna be like so late. Oh. Do I like horror movies? I used to love horror movies. I don't really know what kind of movies I like right now because like I said, like I changed so much after having a baby, and I feel like I haven't watched anything. So I haven't even been connected to the news really, which is nice. That's nice. That's been very nice. Because I just remember how crazy it was when I was. But I loved horror movies very much. I'm gonna get milk. Alrighty. Got some milk. I love, yeah. Yeah. And I also have this rose water. Gulab. Gulab is rose water in Farsi. It's just funny that it says it. I just put like a few drops of rose water in here, just to like give it a little pizzazz. And sip on it in the morning and think about life and stare out the window. If I have time in the morning and the baby's still sleeping. It's so nice. Yes, Patrick, it's very nice. It's very pleasant, and I just, it is really a blessing to be able to do this. Because you don't really know like what's gonna happen next, and that's the fun of it. I'm just gonna sip. Very good. Very, very, very good. So good. Oh, this is so good. Hot. It's a hot, turmeric and matcha and cinnamon and black pepper and honey, hot water, milk, and rose water. Yes. So good. It's just like, when I used to get high, when I was younger, I used to get high a lot, and I used to pray that I could feel that way all the time. And I remember thinking, because I was high, I remember like hearing back this like voice, or it was like my own voice. I was telling myself that no, you're not just gonna get to feel like this again when sober. You'll feel even better. You'll feel even more magical. And I don't know if this is that feeling, but it's almost that feeling. It's a pretty good feeling. I think I have always just wanted to feel good, and everything that I've done, everything that I've been like pursuing on this channel, every move that I made, everything was always just about, I just want to feel good. And you know what? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to feel good? Everybody wants to feel good, right? You don't not want to feel good. Like everybody wants to feel good, right? I just feel like I always wanted to feel good. So of course everybody wants to feel good. And everything you do is so that you can feel good. But I guess the difference is, are you willing to feel good less now so that you can feel good more later? Or are you not willing to? You know what I mean? Like, right, Patrick. Like, you always want to feel good, but it's just like, when do you want to feel good? Or when, you know what I mean? So if you get high, you're feeling good now, but you'll feel less good later. You know what I mean? Because it'll do things to your brain, which will make you feel not so good later. Like you'll have a crash, you know, you'll have a withdrawal, you'll have you'll just kind of have a come down, you know, in later, but then even long term later, like it'll be even harder to feel good long term because you're just used to feeling good when you're high. But so that's like getting high, which if you're in a place in life that feels you're in survival mode, you kind of need that, because survival mode calls for short term feeling good. That's what survival mode is. Survival mode means you just, yeah, you won't be able to feel long term good for a while. So a lot of people that are in survival mode, either consciously or unconsciously, will make the decision that I am just not going to feel good for a while, so I might as well just feel good now. Survival mode is really, really hard. It's probably the hardest thing. It's basically my whole life's work. Like everything that I've been focused on is getting out of survival mode. Survival mode is really hard. It's the vibration of nefesh. You know, nefesh in Hebrew and Kabbalistic terms. It's like when you are so attached to your instinct level awareness that you just can't think about anything else. You can't think about ruach. You can't think about your like emotional, spiritual state. You can't think about your consciousness. You can't think about anything else. You can't exist in any other level other than like right now, my instincts, because you are just so gripped with that panic frequency. And then also you're also blamed for it, you know, because when you're in survival mode, the way that you act is the way that people label as being bad, immoral, wrong, you know. That's what when you're in survival mode, people that steal, why would someone steal money when they could like make it 10 times fold? If I could make $100 million, why would I steal $4 from the cash register at Walmart? You know what I mean? Like, there's people that do that. There's people that will walk into Walmart or like a stupid 7-Eleven or something and steal a couple of dollars. That is such short term. That's like, I need a couple dollars right now, like this second. That is such short term thinking. Why would someone be so crazy enough to do that? Because they are so trapped in survival mode. Like, imagine telling someone, hey, instead of getting a few dollars from the cash register at 7-Eleven, you can have $100 million. You can have $100,000, $100 million, like you can have any amount of money that you want. You just gotta like, you know, do some mental work, tune into the frequency of making that much money, meet the right people, you know, like it's, you just gotta be a little strategic about it, right? Like meet some people that are on that frequency, you know, get some loans, you know, put some things together, and you'll make $100 million, and you will never have to worry about, you and all of your children and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren will never have to worry about a few dollars again, ever. You won't even think about it. Imagine telling someone that's about to go and steal a few dollars from the cash register at 7-Eleven. They wouldn't even believe you because they're in such survival, like they wouldn't even hear you. They wouldn't even like stand there long enough to even hear you finishing your sentence because they are so gripped by survival mode. They are so gripped by what instinctively what they need to do like right this second that they can't even hear you finish your sentence, you know? And that's a real plague. That's to me really sad. That's something that I existed in varying levels throughout my life. But I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that I got to experience it to varying levels and not be stuck all the way at the bottom the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I got to come out of it a little bit enough to know, oh my gosh, I am in survival mode. Because most people that are in survival mode will never know that they're in survival mode because that's the nature of survival mode. It keeps you trapped at this instinctive level of just operating on instinct. You know what I mean? Like, it just keeps you trapped in this, like, I gotta get my couple dollars, you know, forever. And imagine, like, you never coming out of that. And then you're walking around and people are like, oh, you're a bad person. You stole a couple dollars from 7-Eleven. Like, you're bad. Like, you're a thief, you know? I mean, you are a thief, but, like, nobody understands you. No, you know, you're walking around, everyone's hating you. Everyone is looking down at you. Everyone hates you. And you don't know why. You don't even have the, like, mental calm and clarity to even think it out because you are so gripped by this survival instinct. And any subconscious, unconscious worldviews that develop during this time are worldviews that tell you that the world's bad, everybody hates you, and you gotta just get what you can now, and it further traps you into survival mode. It's like this downward spiral, and it's just a really negative downward energetic spiral, and that's probably my biggest fear, is ending up back in there. I probably would rather not be alive than end up back in there. You know what I mean? Or trapped in there. And at this point, I would never rather not be alive because I already have lived long enough that I know the truth. So even if I were back in there, I would know that I'm back in there. You know what I mean? Like, my soul would know to get back out of it. My soul would at least have the consciousness, the awareness to know that this is not right. This is not me, you know? But what I would fear would be to live an existence where I never even would know, you know? What's up, Nate? What's up, Nate? What's up, Nate? Do you know, Nate, that probably why I am doing a live stream again on a subconscious level is because you are constantly saying, do a live, do a live, do a live. That's probably why. Like, on a deep level, that's probably why I'm doing this. Like, I think that I want to, but some of it subconsciously might be your programming. The messages that I see that you're saying, do a live, and that's going in my subconscious mind, and I see it and I think about it without realizing that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I really want to do a live. So maybe I've been brainwashed. Nate Marks is brainwashing me. And we can brainwash ourselves too. I brainwashed myself. I've been brainwashing myself with all kinds of, like, positive affirmations and, you know, manifesting and all these things. I've really been brainwashing myself because, yeah, I'm in this place where I'm feeling so much transformation happening. And I don't, like, really know what's up and down. And I've always had so much changes in my life, like not knowing what's up and down, what's right, wrong, you know what I mean? Oh, we need you to be monetized again. Haha, thanks. That would be pretty cool too. But like I said earlier, I would do this even if nobody was watching and I never got monetized. And that is why actually I got monetized. That's why I got monetized, because I was okay with, it's like I wanted to be monetized so badly, but I was also so okay with like not being monetized, you know? I was so okay with just doing it. And I think like that's with everything. I don't remember what I was saying, but oh yeah. I feel like I've just not known. I've just been in a place where I just don't know what's up and down, you know, after having a baby, just like really not knowing what's up and down. And I've always been like that. Like I feel like I'm always changing my mind, but especially now, I feel like I can't even give my opinions about anything. That's why I've completely cut off from politics. I've completely cut off from like even just talking to people. Like I'm just in my own little world, just me and my baby and like, you know, yoga and you know, just like little everyday wake up, sip some latte, do some yoga, play with the baby, have a bath time, go to sleep, you know, very, very simple days. And also just like tasks throughout the day, you know, go to the doctor, go, you know, make some food, you know, like just little things throughout the day. And I feel like if I do more than that, if I overload my brain with more than the simple stuff, I will just keep changing my mind about stuff. And what's up, dog? Man, I really missed you guys. I really, really missed you guys. I really missed this. What's up? I saw Doug in Texas, and I actually miss Texas. Because there's certain things I miss about Texas. I miss a lot of things. First of all, I miss Amazon Prime. Actually, I love Amazon Prime. And I miss how big everything is and how spacious everything is. I mean, this place is big and spacious, but most places in Jerusalem are not like that. In Jerusalem is like the opposite of big and spacious. And it's also not anonymous, which I really love. I'm growing to love Jerusalem because everywhere you go, you start to see the same people and everybody just knows you, and it feels very safe. It feels very like, it just feels like a community. Like everyone knows you and you start to like recognize the same people. And honestly, Jerusalem is so underrated. I never appreciated it. I used to come here when I was younger. I never appreciated Jerusalem. It's such a quirky place, actually. It's such a crazy, funny place. It is so nothing, it's so disconnected from anything you hear in the news. Nate says Jerusalem, why not Tel Aviv? I think Tel Aviv is so different. I never got connected to Tel Aviv. I mean, I've been there and it feels nice. Like it feels very nice. Like Miami, you know, it's like Miami. Tel Aviv is like Miami. But I never got connected to Tel Aviv, and Jerusalem is so different. Jerusalem is like, it's a very religious, spiritual city. When you're in Jerusalem, this is what I've noticed from everyone that I've been speaking to so far. When you come to Jerusalem, Jerusalem is not like a comfortable place. It's a quirky place. You know what I mean? Like, you're not coming to Jerusalem to get a massage and like be in your corner and be left alone, or live in your luxury apartment, or like do anything comfortable. It's not a comfortable place. You come to Jerusalem basically to face your demons. That's basically what Jerusalem is. You come to Jerusalem to face your demons. Um, Doug says it has to feel like the center of everything and outside of everything at the same time. Exactly. It is the center of everything and outside of everything at the same time. It's a very spiritual place. You see people of all kinds of religion, and I really used to hate this. Patrick said, who are your celebrity crushes? I'll think about that for a second. But I really used to hate this about Jerusalem, that everyone here is so religious and like obsessed with what they believe in and like crazy and dogmatic and like, I mean, you know, everyone who, but like now I really appreciate it. First of all, how crazy is it that in this city that is like one of the most watched cities in the world, there are all kinds of religious people that hate each other. How crazy is that? But they live together in peace. Nobody talks about that. People, and I didn't think about this so much, you know? Like, how do Muslims, not like Persian Muslims, not like your everyday secular Muslims, okay? Not like your not your latte Muslims, okay? I'm talking about like really, really, really religious folk, Muslims, Christians, not your Dallas Christians, you know, not like you're like, oh, I'm going to rock and roll church. I love Jesus. You know, not like that. Like I'm talking about like really, really, really religious Christians, you know, wearing like the big chains and the robes, like, you know, Orthodox Christians, you know, like really religious Christians. And Jews, I'm not talking about your Hollywood Jews. I'm talking about Haredi Jews, like really Orthodox Jews. How do all these really, really, really religious people, and then you have all the different kinds of religions too, that are like living together in the same neighborhoods. There's neighborhoods where like literally like a block away, you have like this person and this person and this person, and then they're all like living next to each other and like nobody's dying. And if someone does get killed, usually Jerusalem, from what I've seen, is like the safest, but this is also the most mixed. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's really unique. I think that's really cool. So I don't know. That's one thing that I really appreciate about Jerusalem. It's just a very spiritual place in the sense that everyone is spiritual. People come here to be spiritual. And so the energy of this place, it kind of comes around it. And by spiritual, I mean introspection. People come here for introspection. People come here for outrospection. So, you know, sometimes, and people react to each other. So you're kind of walking the streets. It's not like when I'm in the US and you kind of walk in the street and people are minding their own business and you mind your own business and you kind of like, you know, and that's very, I really like that. I really appreciate being anonymous. So I really like that. But it's not like that here in Jerusalem. You pass by someone and they look at you and you look at them and it feels like they're kind of like looking into your soul. And sometimes they'll interact with you. It's very, and sometimes people will like overstep and like kind of tell you things, you know, like if I'm with my baby, they'll be like, oh, like your baby, you know, they'll comment on my baby. Doug says, Corellian says secular Muslim is a hilarious term. There's a lot of secular Muslims. Doug says so many have roots there in some way. No one wants to mess up home ground. That's true. No one wants to mess up home ground. You have the Kotel, City of David, you know, stuff from the temple. You got the Sepulchre Church. You got Al-Aqsa. You got like all these like really major things of all the religions. like all wrapped up in the same few like feet from each other. Hold on, let me get the baby. She just woke up. Guess who just woke up? Guess who just woke up? And she's wearing that like little outfit with the little bow. I brought it. The bow just because she made a poopy, so we're gonna have to go soon here so we can wash the poopy off. Cause lately I haven't been I've been washing every time. Every poopy gets a washi because whatever, you know, too much diaper makes sensitive booty. Nate says, will you teach her Farsi? I really should. My mom would be so annoyed at me right now that I'm speaking in English. She would say, you are crazy if you don't speak to her in Farsi. And I agree. I really should speak to her more in Farsi. Yeah, because it's a huge gift to learn multiple languages. It's just I don't have so much practice because who am I talking to? You know, who speaks Farsi? Here even, you know, people in Israel, they don't even the Iranians, they avoid speaking Farsi because they're just so afraid of being labeled Iranian because there's like a lot of paranoia, you know? A lot of paranoia. These Iranians. But I will. In LA, a lot of people speak Farsi. Yes, they do. LA people speak too. Yeah. Doug says, look for someone with a green headband. So they can practice speaking Farsi with my baby. Yeah. Find a green headband to speak Farsi with my baby. It'd be a little creepy. But no, I'm joking. Maybe that'd be funny. So yeah. What I've learned lately is that you never miss out on what is meant for you. Like everything that you're supposed to do that's meant for you, it comes to you. And you want things because you're entitled to them because it's supposed to come to you. And like yeah. So she'll speak Farsi, maybe. I want her to speak Farsi. So she'll learn Farsi. But whatever she's meant to speak, she will. Because you just don't lose out on things that you're meant for. If you want it, you if your soul really wants it, then you connect to those things. Nate says, I met a woman at my job who is Iranian. I'm learning Farsi just to speak to her. LOL. That is true love. Because, yeah, Farsi is hard. Farsi is very difficult. I think Farsi is easy if you speak a Semitic language. Like if you speak Arabic, Farsi is easy. If you're Tajik, yeah. Good night. It's good. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, Farsi is easy if you speak Semitic language already, but if you are coming from English or Espanol or some Chinese, whatever, it's hard. It's just, I can only imagine it's hard to learn. Yeah. All right. Are you sick? Are you sick? And she's got some eye boogers. All right. We're going to go take a little bath, a little steamy bathy. And it was really, really good to see you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Doug, Patrick, Nate. Thanks, everyone. Wait. Bye, Nate. Bye. See you guys in the next live. I will come back with love. Very, very excited. Very excited to come back. See you. Bye. Good night. Yeah, you saw me grow up. Yeah, you did. You saw me grow up. Now I was a girl, and now I'm a woman. And guess what? I'm gonna start making music because I play piano, and I've always played piano, and I've been taking voice lessons for the past like year and a half, but I never got into music production, which I'm about to get into. Music production, I am getting into. I'm like taking a course. I'm learning music production. I'm very excited. So if I can learn how to do that while on my live streams, that would be so much fun. I can practice stuff, my computer with my MIDI, and keep streaming. That'll be fun. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.